NFL Prizepicks again. Thursday. This is the 12:30 Eastern Standard Time game, so all my West Coast Pacific guys, it'd be 9:30 for you guys in the morning. So that's one thing I like when I stayed in Denver, the West Coast, man. Denver and Seattle, it was great, man. I mean, the fact that I'm used to the game starting at 1 and it started like 10, that's dope. But anyway, if you haven't signed up using promo code JDS. This is going to be the Lions versus the Bills. Lions, I know I'm a Detroiter, so my team play on, I know my team pretty good, and they play every Thanksgiving, so Lions actually been looking good because they won 3 straight. I feel like, not saying that just as a Lions fan, but I think, when Sharp went down and then Tate Brown went down and Swift went down, everybody had injuries, though, so I would just say I think it'll be like 6th or 7th right now in the playoffs, or 6th or 7th. So passing, let's go. Let's start with passing yards first. They got Josh Allen at 290. I'm going to stay away from that. I'm just see what his fantasy score is in a minute. I'm not just seeing it, but I'm going to get to it. I didn't really think about it. Jared Goff at 240. That's kind of steep. That's a lot. The last time he thrown for over 240 was against the Miami Dolphins, 321. No disrespect to the Dolphins, but they're not the Bills. Defensively, Von Miller alone, man, make them elite. Let's see. So I'm gonna stay away from the passing yards for both quarterbacks. Rushing, you got Devin Singletary, and Jamal Williams. That's only 2. Williams went over 4 out of the last 5 games. He didn't go over against Miami. He went over against Dallas, Green Bay, Chicago, New York. None of them defenses are really horrible, not bad or nothing. The team that everybody say don't have no defense, he went under. So we'll see what his fantasy score is. I go back to that. With Singletary, I like fantasy score on him too, not rushing, because he get a lot of passes. But I do like Stephon Diggs. My Lions, they ain't gonna have no answer for him. Stephon Diggs, he got 48 against Cleveland, but that's all right, man. This 128 against Minnesota, 93 against the Jets. Green Bay had 108 into Kansas City, 148. I can see a big game from Diggs, so that's 87.5 yards over. Gabe Davis been playing real good too. Let's see. St. Brown, I think they got that perfect. The line. And then Dawson Knox at 40.5. He went over the last 2 games, Minnesota and Cleveland. I'm staying away from it, though. I'll go with both of their receivers. Gabriel Davis over 85, 58.5 receiving yards, passing yards, rushing yards. Let's go fantasy score. Let's try to find at least 2 more plays. Definitely like Jamal Williams over 10. Like, the Giants, when they get to the 1-yard line, they handed it to Jamal Williams. So he got 24.4, 3 touchdowns against the Giants. Even against Chicago, 11.9, Green Bay 12.1, Miami 22.6. You see, I just showed y'all the rushing yards. He went under. He had 53 rushing yards and still got 22.6 fantasy points because he used them a lot in the passing game. He scored touchdowns. So that's a give me for me, 10.5 fantasy score. And then Singletary is tough. The Lions tough, man. Lions gonna be. I don't think they're gonna use Singletary there, but I'm just gonna stick with these 3 plays. So yeah, that's the 3 plays I got. Stephon Diggs over 87.5 receiving yards. Gabriel Davis over 58.5 receiving yards. And then Jamal Williams over 10.5 fantasy score. So my Lions, I got 1 play that I like from my Lions. So, and then Stephon Diggs, we ain't gonna have no answer for him. Or I think Gabe Davis gonna get over 58.5, and then Diggs gonna have a big game. We'll see. Not saying we can't beat them though. I mean, no disrespect to Bills fans, y'all is great. Y'all, I think y'all gonna go far for real. With Josh Allen, the top 3 quarterback for me, and the Bills like a top. For me, the Super Bowl contenders is Bills, Chiefs, Tampa. I don't care what nobody say about record. I'm talking about like who, like in the playoff game, who I'm taking. I say the Buccaneers and 49ers, and then the Bills and Chiefs. I think that's the 4 best teams in the NFL right now. We'll see. Yeah, so Stephon Diggs over 87.5 receiving yards, 58.5 receiving yards over for Gabriel Davis, and then Jamal Williams over 10.5 fantasy score. That's it, man. If you haven't signed up, so using promo code JDS. That's it, man. It's a Thanksgiving game, the first Thanksgiving game. Peace.